Hey guys, welcome to today's video here on Buzzin Pattaya. Joining me as always is Mark from One Stop Visa. Mark, how you doing, man?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
No, I'm not good.
No.
Because there's ETA, TAA, all these other visa changes, bank changes. People are messing me. Guys, thanks for messing me. But please listen to this man. He's the expert. I'll happily forward on all the information we get. But today we're going to talk about this ETA because there's a big problem. Well, not a problem. But once we've done that, we're going to cover that for you, get you up to speed on that. When changes come out that are really, really important, imminent, I will put a news flash up on the channels and across all our social media so you can get back in touch with Mark. Once we talk about this, we'll talk about bank accounts. There's some changes there.
There's some changes in the bank and some
and driving license.
Yeah.
The driving license, that means you actually got to be able to drive.
And not here.
Oh, dear. Okay. Right. So come on then, mate. ETA. Let's go. Here we go.
The ETA at the moment is not mandatory for any country. It is going to be for the 93 visa exempt countries and is only for visa exempt. So if you're on a retirement visa, work permit, anything like that, you do not have to fill the ETA in. A couple of countries of the 93 are ready to go, but most are not. So my advice to you is to look on the e-visa site of your Thai embassy about once a week and see if it comes up that you can do the ETA. Now, the ETA requires a copy of your passport downloaded in JPEG, copy of your flight itinerary, must have a ticket to go out of the country within 60 days of exemption, or forward onward flight, return or forward onward flight. You need proof of funds, 20,000 baht, or the equivalent, or a bank statement. And what's the last thing you need? That's it, obviously.
Question for you, though. So I'm thinking about guys that are coming out here, maybe they're traveling around and they think, right, so let's go to Thailand first. We'll land in Thailand, we'll spend some time here. Then I think, well, maybe I'll go to Cambodia, or maybe I'll go to Vietnam, or maybe I'll go to Singapore, wherever. If they don't have an ongoing ticket because they haven't decided, how does that affect them?
The ongoing ticket really is if they're not going back in 6 months, so they're going to do a 30-day extension.
Right.
And you don't have to use it, but it just gets the condition. The condition that's been made, you must have a forward, onward, or return flight within 60 days.
Okay.
So that gets you out of the problematic part. But if you leave and the ETA is working in another country like Cambodia or Vietnam, you will need it to fill it in to come back in. But at the moment, no country is mandatory. And like I say, it's only for the 60-day exemption entries. You can then extend your exemption entry by 30 days only.
Right, so I want to go through 4 scenarios because that way it will clear, because I know who our main audience are. So, right, I'm coming from England.
Yeah.
What have I got to do?
Basically, go onto the e-visa website.
Yeah.
And it'll be there, ETA. And if you can open it and it starts asking you questions, then it's up and running.
Okay.
You can use it. But it's not mandatory at the moment. Like I say.
So England's not mandatory at the moment?
No, I spoke to the MOFA, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Bangkok Immigration, at the airports, and also here. And everyone said the same thing to me. Just look out for when it comes out. When it's made mandatory, it will be announced.
Right, so right now I'm in England, I'm coming out here, and I just need to do what?
Just normal.
Just a normal?
Normal at the moment.
And I can come straight in?
Straight in, no problem.
Okay. America?
Same.
Same.
Australia? Same. Canada? Same.
And Canada, same.
Yeah.
Okay. And is there any parts of Europe that are different to the English side?
There may be a few that have already got the ETAs, but it's not mandatory. But if you learn to do it, if you're coming from Spain, for instance, or Italy, and they've got it, you may as well just do it, and hand it in with your passport. If you get denied the ETA for some reason, it'll probably be for overstaying too many border runs. They'll just fire it back to you as denied and tell you to apply to your embassy for an appropriate visa, which would be a 60-day single entry or a 60-day multiple entry.
Right.
So it costs you money to get back in the country.
If you've been border hopping too many times, then you need to go back to your embassy and actually get an appropriate...
Yeah. If your history's a bit heavy on being in the country for long periods of time, over a couple of years, 3 years, 2 years, then there's a possibility they'll do that.
So for guys watching that are working overseas, like I know guys that work on the rigs.
Yeah,
they'll do a month or a few weeks or a couple of months, and then they'll come here for a month, go back for a couple of months, come back. How's that going to affect them?
That shouldn't affect them, to be honest with you, because they're only here for a month or something. I've got a lot of oil rig workers, gold miners from Australia. Once they're over 50, most of them just do the retirement visa with a multiple entry, and they just come in and out as they want. they don't need a 12-month rent agreement at that point because they've got the visa. But guys like you're talking about, the automotive, if they're only coming in for a month, they can do that probably 3 times a year.
3 times a year?
Yeah.
As an average, without any sort of warning bells?
Yeah, without any warning bells. When the warning bells come up, it will just be a warning at the immigration.
Okay. Are they likely to turn around or just say, look, you're...
I'll be honest with you, I had a guy, one of my customers, he's a bit of a long stay. He's been border hopping. Went back to the UK. He came in on last Friday on a Thai Fly Airways from London. And he said, as we were coming to the windows, he said they were pulling certain people. He said, and they took 14, 15, including him, into a room.
Really?
And they were all going in, one at a time they were going in, having an interview. He said, next minute, an immigration officers were taking them out to the belt, getting their luggage off the belt, bringing them back in and sending them back. He got through because he rung me and Pom, spoke to the immigration officer and just happened to know him. And we managed to get him in.
That's scary. Imagine coming all this way.
I did a lot of phone calls in the airport, people trying to get out. And they won't let you book a flight. Once you're in the airport, they won't let you book a flight back to Cambodia. You've got to go back to your destination you came from.
Wow. So right now, as it stands, this ETA is still in the process of being sorted out. I mean,
honestly, I will update you as soon as it changes. Any change at all, I'll update you.
In terms of change, I mean, obviously your experience with this, how long do you think that might be? I mean, are we talking like, sometimes like, the monorail around the city has been updated for 10 years plus. I mean, are they likely to put that in place very relatively soon?
I've got from one particular source, very good source, that they were thinking about 15th of March. But don't hold me to that and put a noose around my neck.
Yeah, no.
Things change here daily.
Oh, good.
On a daily basis.
Too much changes, too much.
So I don't want to be hung for that. No. Imagine before then,
Yeah, so like Mark says, that's just hearsay. It's not anything guaranteed, so don't think, that's it. It's written in stone. It's not. It's just a nudge that it possibly by the 15th of March. In terms of retirement visas, everything okay with that?
Nothing's changed with retirement visas. Everything's good.
That's all good. Yeah. So if someone watching the channel now think, right, I'm close to retirement age. I'm 50 years plus. I want to come out here. What are they going to do for that?
50 years plus. They need a second form of ID, a driving license, as well as a passport. Make sure they've got a few pages and some time on the passport before it expires. That's for the bank account, and they need to have a 12-month rent contract. They should have 800,000 Thai bahts in the bank account we open, where we can help them take care of that.
Yeah.
And also the 12-month rent contract, because we've got guys like the oil rigs who don't want to rent 12 months of it, I can help them with that as well.
Right, so there you go, guys. So if you are coming out here and you are looking at retire, could I come out here, say, for 3 months, have a wander around, get the feel of the place, think, do you know what, I actually could live here and I like it here and I'm old enough to retire? Can they then transfer that into a retirement visa?
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. They need 30 days on the stamp. So if you were here for, say, 3 months, you do a border run, get a fresh 60, and you convert the tourist visa to a non-O, and then 12 months extension of retirement. It takes between 21 and 28 days, and you're done.
No, happy day. That's good then.
I open the bank in the morning straight away. The girl takes you from the bank to the immigration. We don't wait. Doors just open when we go towards them. 2 photographs and you're out. You're done in an hour and a half.
Yeah, come on. Now, you mentioned about bank accounts.
Now, bank account.
Well, I laugh because I've had my bank account years, so I'm quitting. I've been in the Capricorn for like 12, 13 years now, so it doesn't bother me. But
that was a mistake we made telling people we had a Capricorn bank, by the way. Everybody said to me, well, you got one, so could I have one? I tried to say, oh, really good. Doesn't be good. But I tried to explain to them that you have to have a work permit for a long-term visa. Yeah, Capricorn.
Right, so someone's coming out here, 3 months stay, doesn't want to walk around with all the money in his pocket, wants to open up a bank account. What's he going to do?
Right, the new rules as of Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday of the week. 3 times it changed. If you're over 50, I can still open the bank account for 5,000 baht. Exactly the same charge as before. If you're under 50, you must have 2 forms of identification, but you now have to, it's mandatory to buy the bank's accident insurance, which is 4,900 baht or 5,900 baht.
Really?
Yeah, it's mandatory. Before I could do it without it, but a lot of agents couldn't do it without it. That's why I did so many banks.
Yeah.
Because even other agents sent them to me.
So you got to have this mandatory now.
If you're under 50, you have to take this mandatory insurance of the bank.
And what's the insurance for?
It's just accident.
Just an accident.
To be honest with you, it's not worth the paper it's written on. Unless you're actually hospitalised, if you break your arm, you don't get a thing. Because you're not hospitalised overnight. If you're hospitalised overnight, they pay it.
Well, if I break my arm, I say, keep me in tonight, please.
You've still got a headache.
I don't feel too
I'll
good.
back my head as well.
Yeah, I don't. But you've only broke your finger. Yeah, I know, but it's a recurring issue.
It's ridiculous.
Well, yeah. So bank accounts right now, under 50, same process, no dramas.
No over 50.
So over 50,
Over
same
50.
process, no dramas.
No.
And it really is a really quick and very fast procedure. I mean, just talk me through what you do.
Basically, we have to take your passport, take a very, very clear scan copy, a copy of your second ID. We give you your passport and driving license or second ID back. I send off to immigration, get a residence certificate. We book you in for a nice early appointment. 5 or 6 people have just left the office. One of my ladies either picks you up the morning you're going or you come to the office. We take you to the bank, open the account. We do the funding process. And when you leave there and your bank account is fully open, you've got your card, which is a MasterCard, ATM, debit card, you go directly to the immigration where all the paperwork's already gone in. It's been scanned in the day before, and you're straight in just for 2 photographs. You're there less than 2 minutes. It takes longer to park the car. And then she'll drop you anywhere in Pattaya you want to be dropped.
There you go. Can't be any easier than that, really. Can't be any easier. So, you mentioned about driving.
Just before we finish bank accounts, you now have to have 30 days on your stamp. So if you come in on a 60-day visa exempt, you've got to do it within the first 30 days. On the day you go, you must have 30 plus days.
Right.
Bank account.
Yeah, that's important then. So, yeah, make a note of that, guys. Don't think, oh, I'll get here, I'll have a couple of weeks holiday, then I'll go sort out. Because you know what it's like, I don't know if you're the same as me, but I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow never comes. My favourite saying when I was young was mañana. Mañana. And I was like, what's that about? I said, it means tomorrow. It means tomorrow never comes.
Never comes. My mum used to say that.
Yeah, yes, I'm like, okay, so all seriously there, guys, because if you're under 30 days, then you're restricting Mark's ability to help you out. So you've got to make sure you've got your minimum 30 days, and then he'll come down his team. Very, very efficient. So, driving.
Driving licenses.
How are we going on with the driving?
They've changed them now. I can do them on a Thursday and Friday, but now we do them from 11:30 in the morning and do them in the afternoon.
You took me in the early hours of the bloody morning.
I know,
last time.
but it's because of all the Thais complaining about ages doing too many.
Oh, right. So we got to wait now. But...
And I look after them there. Trust me, I feed them once a week. Coffee at other times. So yeah. So you've got to have 20 days on your stamp on the day you go for your driving license.
Right.
And we need your passport 2 days before. Get a residence certificate and a medical certificate. You don't have to come in for the medical certificate.
Right.
We give you them back, and you bring them on the day. You come to the office at about 11:30. I've forgotten to do them in the afternoons. 11:30, and you're back for about 4 o'clock. Finished license in your hand.
Yeah, and I've got to say, I've done I've had my license. I renewed my license. I used Mark's service. It was absolutely brilliant. But if you fail the driving license test, you do not want to be on the road. For those of you who have never experienced it, don't panic, don't worry about it. It is a very, very, and I'm talking so basic system that you just can't fail it. It really is.
Yeah. And even if you are struggling, one of my girls will help you anyway.
I mean, you got the depth perception, where you got these 2 prongs, you got to line them up. That's easy. You got the colour code. I mean, the colour code's hilarious. They got a circle. It's got to be at least a metre or a metre and a half circumference, and they point the stick.
They do it with lights now.
Is it lights now?
Yeah,
right.
I've got three lights.
You got to guess the lights.
The lights are like the lights in the side.
But the reaction test is hilarious. So you sit in this chair, and
you could do a tango between the light changes.
So it goes green, 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 red, red. You've got to start the button, so you got to press the pedal, and before it gets to red, which is about probably 3 to 4 seconds, I'd say, maybe more than that.
As soon as it changes,
you've got to press the button. As long as you do that before that quid's in, you're okay.
Yeah, it's simple.
So if you do need a driving license or anything like that, guys, motorbike license or car license, still separate licenses.
Still separate licenses. If you haven't got a motorbike license, I've got 3 different methods to get one. Right. So no issue.
And what I would say, guys, is although that's fantastic and it's an option that you can perhaps utilise, if you're not used to riding a motorbike, in a car, I could kind of get the drift. But if you're not used to riding a motorbike, please, guys, think very, very carefully. The roads out here are extremely dangerous. You see a red light, you think, that's it, I've got to stop. No, people will go past you. You see a green light, they just come from all directions. I was walking down, it's mental. I was in Jomtien yesterday, one-way system. I'm thinking, yeah, happy days. 3 motorbikes ran towards me, and I'm used to it. I expect it. But what I'm saying to you guys is, if you're used to riding a bike back home, or you're not used to riding a bike back home, and you come out here, please, we've got BART buses, we've got Bolt taxis, we've got normal taxis, we've got so many methods of transport here. Just give it a thought. But if you're going to stay out here long term, then yeah, come and see Mark, and you can get that sorted out.
If you've never had a license, I get one of the girls to take you out on one of the small bikes and follow you around the block a couple of times.
Yeah,
because just to be sure that you're going to be safe enough, and you don't need to take some lessons. Because as saying here, that it is deadly, absolutely deadly out here.
Yeah, it's very, very.
People don't stop at junctions, and sometimes you'll get hit from behind for stopping.
Yeah,
because they're so used to just flowing out.
Yeah,
and it's just normal way of driving here, so you have to be used to it.
Yeah, literally, I was on the second road. On the second road now, they got these the stop chevrons.
Yeah,
a motorbike guy came. He was riding down the road. People walking across, so he stopped. There's a coach behind him. Yeah, he's like, 40. These shots run full, and then they run across the road. I'm like, dude, like they're on the road here. You should be letting them. But yeah, it's gonna be very
coaches here are deadly.
Oh yeah. Right, so we've covered driving licenses, we've covered the ETA as it is right now. Remember, this is just as it is right now, so please don't worry, too much. And we've covered the bank accounts and your visa, normal. Any other change on any other stuff?
We've got a couple of new really good ED visas, which are long-term one visits. It's not 3 months, really good. Everything else, marriage visas are all good, so no changes there, except you've got to leave the money in the bank. We can't assist you with that one, unfortunately.
That's for the marriage.
Yeah. And the DTV, I need to talk about the DTV. I was speaking to Peter yesterday, and he's had the same issues. They dished out the DTVs very, very quickly at the start, and a lot from Laos.
And the DTV is?
Destination Thailand visa.
There you go.
So they got granted. So they've come in. But what they didn't realise is they've given a brother's company, and he said he worked for him, but he's not got salary. They're checking the paperwork afterwards.
Right.
And I've had up to 8 now come in here, but their visa's been revoked. They get 7 days to sort the next visa. They don't get thrown out the country, and they don't get a black mark, but they're given 7 days stamp to get an appropriate visa.
Right.
But if you're using Mickey Mouse paperwork, be aware they're getting checked. Peter and myself had a 20-minute conversation yesterday, and both of us have seen them, people coming in with them rejected. So be aware, make sure your paperwork's accurate, make sure you've got proof that you work for the company, proper contract, and you've been paid. And they want to see that at least once a year. They want to see you're actually still working for the company and getting some salary.
Right. Well, there you go, guys.
Very careful on it. I've actually stopped doing them because I don't know what paperwork people are giving me, whether it's legitimate or illegitimate. It's very hard to tell. So I've just stopped doing them.
Right. Right, well, there we go, guys. That is the update for you about what's currently going on. I know a lot of you have been messaging me. Can I just say, guys, and I don't mean this in any way disrespectful whatsoever, if you have got a question about anything to do with visas, be it bank accounts, driving licenses, visas, retirement visas, work permits, please message Mark directly. I'll put his email address in the description of the video. It's info@onestopservices.com. Please get in touch with Mark directly, because all I do is forward it to Mark.
Yeah, that's all he does, and he does it daily.
Yeah, I just forward it to Mark because I'm absolutely clueless, which is why I'm sat with Mark. I don't understand it all. So, my situation is very different to many of you. I've been here many, many years. I've got a work permit, etc. So my situation is very, very different. But if you are needing any advice, please contact Mark directly. He's the guy that can answer all the questions. It just saves me going forward, Mark.
Yeah.
See you later.
One a day, I think.
More than that sometimes, All right, so if you do want to come down, guys, we're down here at the end of Soy 6, right near the beach road. So perfect excuse to come down Soy 6, do your paperwork legitimately, tell your missus you're here, which you will be legitimately, and it might take you longer to walk back up.
It'll take you a lot longer than it
took you to walk down.
Yeah.
Winner, winner. Soy 6 for dinner.
I just want to say, if you're in Bangkok, because it's very difficult to open a bank account in Bangkok now, and driving licenses are just horrendous, Peter from Thai Legal sends them to me. And if you become a member with Peter at Thai Legal, you get a discount from service providers like myself. And there's a lot of them worth doing, worth having just for the discounts. The discounts will pay for your first couple of months. So it's worth doing it.
And I'll put a link to that down below, and without diversifying, but basically the Thailand Legal Protection, if you are out here, it's an online 24-hour day phone call, etc., access to lawyers, solicitors, expert advice. So if you are in a situation where you may not sure what's going on, you think, oh, I don't know what to do, the legal helpline is worth its weight in gold. It really is.
It really is. I actually used it last year myself, so it was worth its weight in gold. But yeah, if you get in touch with Peter on his,
I'll put the link in.
LinkedIn. You'll get a discount on every service we do and many other providers throughout Thailand. So
there you go.
Have a look.
Brilliant. Right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Pleasure as always, mate. It's been a pleasure.
I've been nice to have a drink with you soon when I come
Yeah.
back.
Well, yeah, you're doing well, mate. It's been a year, isn't it?
Got a year this month, yeah.
Right. So there we go, guys. That's it today. I hope you enjoyed the update. Like I say, any immediate updates that are really critical, I will announce on a short on the YouTube channel and across my social media. But other than that, anything you're not sure about, guys, get in touch with Mark, please, and his team here. They're fantastic, and you are in very, very safe hands. All right, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to receive our monthly newsletter, please send me an email, 247potato@gmail.com. Just put in the title newsletter, and then we'll send that to you. It comes out at the end of every month. Bo puts that together, does a fantastic job. So if you'd like to receive that, please just send me the email through. Okay, there we are. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Please, as always, don't forget, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when we bring out a new video. If you haven't already, jump into our Discord. Discord, there's over 20,000 members in there. Mark's got a page on there. You can speak to him on there. It's really, really good. Packed full of information about everything you can possibly ask about. So have a look at Discord. There's a link in the description. And if you want to find out about the nightlife here, join us on our Instagram. Instagram's over 24,000 members on there. It's all videos and photos about the nightlife. And daytime is TikTok. Daytime, we've got all the places to eat, hotels, beaches, places to stay, things to do. So have a look at TikTok. And if you'd like to support the channel and the work that we do here, please just become a member here on YouTube. When you become a member, send me through a screenshot of your membership. And what I'll do then is I'll give you access to our members-only Discord, as well as you get the benefit of seeing some of the videos before they come live. And by the end of this month, we will have a Buzzin members card. And what the Buzzin members card will do is it will give you discounts around various restaurants here, services here. So you'll get that back in return for being a member of the YouTube channel here on Buzzin Potato. Right, there we are. That's it from Mark. That's it from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you all.
And please, wherever you're in the world, guys, stay safe.